and welcome to a product review. Now before I start, I'm just going to make a comment because you're probably wondering, if you watch the video, this one, then you'll wonder why I'm reviewing yet another blender. In the video I professed how wonderful that machine was, and of course now I'm reviewing another one. The reason why I'm reviewing a new one, which I purchased yesterday after taking the other one back, was the fact that after a very successful blend on camera, I then did another blend the next day and it leaked. All of this despite the fact that I had the O-ring in the lid, it still leaked into the machine, and of course I didn't want to risk it. I had time to take it back and get a refund, so I took it back yesterday within time, and they gave me a refund based on the fact that it's leaking. Anyway, on to this product review. I went around and I had a little look round everywhere in all of the shops, and decided B&M, the big cheap shop, they have a lot of stock in there. They have a lot of really good, useful, cheap stuff, which I had a look at, and look at all the blenders and things like that, and I decided on this one. This one is the brand name is the Prolex Health. There is another Prolex version with more items in it, and it was at the same price, £19.99, so a little bit cheaper than the other one. I was a bit worried because it does have a very similar connecting onto the base unit, and I'm just a bit worried about that. This is the actual unboxing part of it, because I haven't actually opened it. So it's quite a large box actually, to be honest. The user manual, which, as you know, we don't read. Then we have these colour coordinated jugs. 4 of them. There's green, yellow, blue and red. Let me just undo one just to show you. They have a very nice handle. Apparently the yellow thing can be removed. You just unscrew it. We have a plunger thing, because this will actually juice as well, so you can have whole fruit and it will juice. I do like these plastic bags. I was being sarcastic. Okay, so then we move. Oh, we got some O-rings. There's 2 of those, but these seem to be very much better than the old ones on the other machine. They're actually more substantial, so they're probably going to work better. Here's the just undo that. So this is the bit where it juices. I think we have a blade, and it unscrews. It's got its own. It's got a label on it saying don't put your hand on the blades there because they're sharp. But there is actually an O-ring already in the cutter. And this one here, which is a mixing jug, and it looks like that's probably a symbol for dishwasher safe, I presume. It is. You can go in the dishwasher. So that's that one. There's a whole load of cardboard. Oh, we got another bit from here. And in the box bit there we have some lids. 4 lids. two lids have holes in, and this one has big holes and this one has little holes, and then the other two are actually solid. Okay, so now we're coming on to the main part. Two main parts to this. There's a juicer. This is going to be where you shove your fruit in there and shove it down. The bottom has a cap. Which you can put onto your blade, I presume, and then you can so you put it on the blade there. Otherwise, if you don't put the there's no seal on that, so that's very interesting. That cap doesn't have a seal. It is just a screw. Just a screw seal, and the actual thing inside there is like a filter, so that when you are putting your fruit in there, you won't get very big fruits. You'll have to chop them up, no doubt, because the actual hole itself is not that big. So when you're shoving it in, it's not going to be that big. And then we have the last piece of item, the last item here. There we go, which is the actual machine itself. Now, interestingly, inside there's a little thing that says "Do not remove." It says "Do not press the operating switch by your hand and power up when cleaning with soft cloth." In actual fact, the insides of this is exactly the same as the other one, the one I sent back. What we have here is a small mixing jug, which is probably useful for nothing, and yet another blade. And this one has an O-ring as well. Okay, so that is the unboxing of the machine. Right then, so having cut some time, I've decided to show you the pre-mix, which is got all the stuff inside it all ready to go. So we have some same basically very similar ingredients to the other video. Juice, banana, frozen mango, apple, grapes, some some yogurt, some full fat Greek yogurt, and did I say banana? Anyway, some juice in there as well, and basically I've put the blade on the bottom and I've secured it as tight as it will go. There is actually an O-ring, so that's okay, that's good. And now we're going to have a go at blending. So it's not very health and safety, but here it is on the box. So we slide this in somehow, find these slots, and we push down to start. And again, if you push and twist, it will lock in place. Just like that. So you can leave it running if you need to. It does say in the manual, don't leave it running for more than 1 minute. So that's a safety warning. Luckily there's nothing leaking, that's good. Now what I will say about this mixing base is the actual feet. There's a sort of small wings, I don't know if you can see that, but there's sort of small wings there which is supposed to make it stand up, but it's not very stable. So I actually put it in the top of one of the jugs, one of the coloured top jugs, so it made it a little bit more stable. What you could do if you were making this and you wanted to make more, you could actually use the actual jug, couldn't you? You could, because you can put the blade on the bottom there and shove it in the hole, and obviously make up a larger amount of liquid. So what we're going to try and do is we have a glass. We're going to try and see if we can make a mess. I've left the tissue in the kitchen because we're doing it in my studio, as it were, in my lounge. I did notice that the lights weren't very good on the last video, so consistency isn't really very smooth, so it could do with some more time in the mixer, whereas the other mixer was 1200 watts. I'm not sure, it doesn't say what this one is, but certainly as far as time's concerned, the other mixer mixed it up slightly better. It has lumps in it. I think they're the banana, or they might even be the mango. Yeah, so it does really need, I put some nutmeg in as well, as usual. Oh, yeah, that's a frozen bit. That was a bit of mango. That's pretty good. And the most important bit is that this is, you can run this under a tap. This blade doesn't look the same as the other one. This one looks a bit less sort of powerful. The other blade has bigger arms on it and different angles. Machine's pretty good. I'll let you know more in another review at some point. Have I got blade around my mouth? Am I just need to wipe my mouth. Okay, so if you have enjoyed this this blog, then please give us a thumbs up and a share, and come back again for another product review very soon. Bye for now. I've got a little bit of an update for you about the blender, which I've used now for a couple of days, and the overriding thing about it is the lack of power. It actually, if you blend your usual contents, it does take a lot longer to blend, and remembering that you can only run the machine for up to a minute, it took me 3 or 4 minutes to be able to get this blend, and even then it was full of bits where it hasn't chopped up the fruit. So could be worthwhile buying it, but you may find that you need to take a little bit longer to make your blend. So that's a downside of it, but you know, for 20 quid I'm happy with it. It works, and the other thing is it doesn't leak. So screwing the thing into the bottom there, the blade, it doesn't leak anymore like the other one. So that's a good thing.